So I told myself I wasn't going to record this video until I was going to be a little less salty. It's been a day now and I'm still less salty. So it's going to be a very biased video once again, but I guess we're all feeling the same way, so it's not going to hurt and hit as deep, because when there's fights that are very like two-sided in terms of fan base, like there's one fan base for a particular fighter and one fan base for another, I feel like that's when there's a lot of controversy and issues. But in this case, I feel a lot of people wanted Petr Yan to win, and Merab is a machine. Man, these nicknames, I don't know where they get it, but like a lot of these nicknames actually make so much sense. Like even when you look at Petr No Mercy, like that fits him so well. Merab the machine, it's kind of corny, right? Calling yourself a machine is corny as fuck. But that's literally what he is. I was watching the fight, I'm like, bro, this dude gotta be on juice. This dude gotta be on CEO of EPO, that like he gotta be on the Usman diet and Conor McGregor diet, because bro, this dude never stopped for a second. I don't know if you ever try to shoot for a takedown, like just one takedown. That shit is exhausting. This motherfucker shot 86 times. Actually, the real stats I think is 38. No, he shot 49 takedowns. 49 takedowns is crazy, bruh. I don't know if that's different stats, because I saw some other stats that said 36 and that he actually only landed 6. Now on the website that I'm on, it says 11 of 49. That is crazy. And I think he broke the record for the most takedown attempt in a fight, which is a weird record. It's like the most amount of times you fail at something. But anyways, so as I finished watching this fight, I actually thought to myself, okay, I'm salty. Remind you, I was very salty. I told myself this should be illegal. Like the type of fights that Merab fights should be illegal, because it almost is unstoppable if you're not if you don't have the perfect cardio. Because even I really asked myself that question, like even a very high level wrestler, he'll have to address those takedown attempts that Merab will throw at him, right? I'm thinking like a Henry Cejudo, even Aljamain Sterling, a high level wrestler. Merab is not even trying to finish the takedowns. What he's trying to do is just not strike. He's just trying to basically it's a weird a fighting technique that I don't think we've ever seen, because he's not trying to grapple you. He's not really trying to take you down. He's not trying to put you in a dominant position and submit you. Or I'm saying, when I say he's not trying to, he's not succeeding at doing it, and he's fine with it. And he's also not trying to strike with you and knock you out. So his way to win and his way to dominate fights, because that was actual domination, is just doing so many stuff and throwing so many stuff at you that you don't have time to breathe or throw your own offense. So he throws so many offense, even though that offense is purely nonsensical, but he'll throw offense nonstop to where the only thing you can do is just defend. Even takedowns, usually there's a counter to takedowns, right? You can throw knees, you can throw uppercuts. But what Merab would do, which is great, but every time he would throw a takedowns, he would throw a strike at the same time. So it would look very goofy. He would go like this and then try to shoot at the same time. And what Yan would have to do is address the strike that would come first, which would be either a right hand or a jab. So he would put his hands up, and then Merab would shoot for a single leg because he wouldn't be deep enough for the double. So he would shoot for the single, Yan would defend, and that would just rinse and repeat for literally 25 minutes. That's all that happened. Waleed, my script maker, told me, he told me he thought Petr Yan was gun shy. And I said, I disagreed, because I don't think Petr Yan even was it wasn't a bad performance by Petr Yan. He just couldn't throw anything. That's why obviously this shouldn't be illegal, but that's why I said that it almost felt unfair. The only thing he did was just use this cardio to his advantage, but Unlike a fighter like Colby Covington, who's really, really good at putting you on the fence, putting you on the ground, controlling you in certain positions, Merab wasn't doing that at all. And he was really just moving, just being in your face. And I'm coming back to the question I asked you at the beginning. If you've ever tried to shoot for a takedown, it's exhausting, man. I've taken like a few classes of jiu-jitsu in my life. And bro, 3 minutes of scram, not even 3 minutes, bro. Bro, like literally 9 seconds of grappling and I'm gassed. Like, and I'm not even saying shooting for a takedown, because shooting for a takedown is even tougher. Because not only you're like trying to pull somebody's weight. Obviously, if you do it right, you're not actually holding somebody's weight. When you hold somebody's leg, you're still holding a part of that person's body weight, and you're carrying around and trying to put it on the ground. So Merab was doing that nonstop 49 times. 49 different times, and never got gassed. Bro, at the end of the fight, he was running around the cage celebrating. Like, what was I witnessing? I wouldn't be surprised if we see like TMZ breaking. It probably wouldn't be TMZ because it's Merab Dvalishvili, but it would be like breaking news. Merab popped for fucking EPO or that secret juice, because it was something I've never seen something like. I've never seen cardio like this in my life. I've never seen that. This dude should be fucking. I need that cardio routine workout, that cardio workout routine, because this dude was nonstop. The craziest part about all of this is I was sure Petr Yan was gonna win, and bro, do you know the first video I posted on this channel on TFB's Talks was UFC 273, after UFC 273, and the title of the video was Spain but the S is silent, or Spain but without the S. So it was just pain, because Yan had lost to Sterling, right? I thought Yan actually won that fight. I thought Yan won the O'Malley fight. But I'm biased, so it's okay. I get it. But I was actually going to come on here after he beat Merab and completely dominates him, knocks him unconscious, beats him viciously. I was going to come on here and like title this video. And still, for fourth consecutive title defense, Petr Yan is becoming one of the greatest bantamweights of all time. This was going to be my title. This was going to be the title of this video. No kidding. Like, I thought Petr Yan was the champion. He was still the best in the division. And I was proven wrong, I guess. But it's not one of those fights where I'm like, wow, Petr Yan actually got beat the fuck up. He just got outworked. He really did. He didn't get beat up. Like that big swollen eyes, that was from a head clash. I guess for a lot of wrestlers, for a lot of big time wrestlers, this is what happens, right? They shoot takedowns, obviously. And you've heard Khabib say this, Islam say this. I will shoot 10, 20, 50, 100 times in the fight. But in reality, when Islam actually tried to do that, he was getting tired. And Khabib never had to shoot 100 times in a fight. He had to shoot 3 or 4 times, and then he officially got it, and it was on the ground in his world, and it was done, right? So a fighter actually having to shoot nonstop takedowns over and over and over and over and over again, we've rarely or ever seen that in the UFC. So coming back to my point is, usually when a fighter shoots for a takedown, or when a wrestler shoots for a takedown, if he misses and gets stuffed, there's like a little setback. There's a little reset. They're on the feet. It gives a chance to his opponent to find his own offense, right? To find some strikes, to find some counter openings. So in that case, that's what I thought was going to happen, right? Merab was going to shoot a few times, but then it was going to have a resets, and Petr Yan was going to find some counters. But it's not like he didn't find counters. It's not like he wasn't able to throw any offense. Really, Yan fought the best fight that he could under the circumstances that, what Merab threw at him. It's just, I really don't know what, like, in Petr Yan's corner, what could you say to him? Like, ask yourself that question. What, if you were in Petr Yan's corner, what would you have said to him? There's not a lot of things you could have said to him. He was doing everything right. Defending takedowns, getting back to his feet, trying to scramble out, fighting hard, throwing as many strikes as he could. Really, he did all of that. What else? It's just the other dude was glued to him the whole fight. Over the course of the first round, Merab tried to shoot for a takedown 10 seconds into the fight. 10 seconds into the fight, he shot for a takedown, failed. Redid it. So, I went for a run today, and I thought to myself, maybe the true the true meaning of life is not to be good at something, not to be great at something, not even being the best at something. Because to be honest with you, Petr Yan is a better fighter than Merab. But Merab still won. So being the best isn't what's the most important part, but being consistent is. So if you can just be consistent at whatever the fuck you're doing, you'll probably beat the best. That's a crazy lesson. But I'll end on that. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out, boys.